Welcome to the Season 4 semi-finale of the Rant House Show, my fellow peeps. So, I'd like to let y'all know that this is going to be the very first time of myself ranting on one of the pay-per-views that don't sound approving. And that don't sound great. As a matter of fact, it's just shit. So, I'm going to start off with the 2006 December to Dismember pay-per-view, produced by WWE, and it was held primarily for wrestlers for the promotion's ECW brand division, and was WWE's only non-one-night stand pay-per-view to be ECW exclusive. Alright, so let's take a look at this shit, my fellow peeps, and enjoy the fucking gameplay of ECW Hardcore Revolution while y'all peeps are at it. Okay, the event took place on December 3rd, 2006 at the James Brown Arena in Augusta, Georgia. Despite it being an ECW branded pay-per-view, some wrestlers from SmackDown and Raw is War brands also worked the show. It was the second and final event in the December to Dismember chronology, after the original 1995 event that was held by the former ECW promotion. WWE acquired the assets of ECW in 2003 and launched their own ECW brand in May 2006. Okay, the main attraction of the event card was an Extreme Elimination Chamber for the ECW World Championship. It featured wrestlers fighting in the ring surrounded by a steel structure of chain and gritters. The 6 participants were defending champion The Big Show, Bobby Lashley, Rob Van Dam, Hardcore Holly, CM Punk, and Test. I'm very sad that Test is no longer with the WWE Universe. Okay, so anyways, let's get on with the fucking event before telling you the fucking Elimination Chamber. Because shit! Fuck. Okay, before the event went live on pay-per-view, Stevie Richards defended Rene Dupree in a dark match, a non-televised match used to generate excitement in the crowd. Well, wait a minute. This match was never shown up on Sunday Night Heat? Whatever. Okay, the preliminary matches. The first match that aired was the tag team encounter between Eminem and the Hardy Boys. After a back and forth match, which lasted over 20 minutes, Eminem performed the flapjack DDT on Jeff Hardy. During a pinfall attempt, Matt Hart made the save and performed a double necker on both members of Eminem. Jeff then swanton bombed Nitro and made the winning pin. Okay, that don't sound too bad. Okay, next was Matt Striker versus Balls Mahoney in a Striker Rules match. A match with no gouging of the eyes, no pulling of the hair, no maneuvers of the top rope, and most importantly, no foul language. Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? No gouging, no pulling, no maneuvers, and no profanity? Oh, come on, that doesn't sound like ECW to me that we wanted to experience. Oh, this is okay, now this is up to a piss off event, and this motherfucker. Okay, Balls Mahoney won the match after he performed the spine buster and pinned Striker for the victory. Well, even though I'm fucking proud of it, but that don't sound like shit. Yeah, so who's committing foul language? Yeah, I'm committing foul language right now, son of a bitch. Okay, after the match between Mahoney and Striker, Sabu was depicted as being injured backstage and unable to compete in the Extreme Elimination Chamber match. Oh man, are you fucking stupid? I'm sorry. Are you really serious that Sabu was unable to perform? Shit. In reality, however, it was rumored that Sabu had anonymity surrounding him backstage and was said to be uninterested in television tapings. Why the fuck not? Rumors evolved that stating that WWE viewed Sabu as being useless in normal matches and that he could only perform in matches that included stunts and tables, and they don't respect him because of that. Oh man. This was reportedly part of the reason he had been scripted to be easily defeated by Umaga on an episode of Raw is War a few weeks earlier. WWE chairman Vince McMahon wanted to put Hardcore Holly in Sabu's place, so Bobby Lashley would have more villains to overcome. Paul Heyman was legitimately unhappy with the decision. Well, guess what? So the fuck am I! Saying that Sabu's high-flying wrestling would be the ideal showcase inside the Extreme Elimination Chamber, the fans inside the James Brown Arena chanted bullshit during the segment. Yeah, bullshit, 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 bullshit! Okay, in the second tag team match of the night, Elijah Burke and Sylvester Terkay defeated the FBI members Little Guido, Mariato, and Tony Mamaluke. Elijah Burke pinned Mamaluke after performing a forward Russian leg sweep on him and gaining a pinfall. After the match, Sylvester Terkay performed a muscle buster on Little Guido Mariato. During this match, the fans inside the James Brown Arena chanted, TNA! 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 Yeah, that's what I would be rather watching one of those TNA pay-per-views that is Lockdown, Hardcore Justice, Sacrifice, and other good shit. A reference to WWE's rival professional wrestling promotion, as well as two other of their performers utilizing moves used by TNA wrestlers Jeff Jarrett and Samoa Joe, respectively. A standard match between Daivari and Tommy Dreamer followed with the Great Khali accompanying the Daivari to the ring, but was ejected from the ringside earlier for interfering. Well, good. The Great Khali getting ejected. Well, thank God that he got his ass ejected, because we don't want people to win by disqualification for outside interference. Okay. No, I'm not mad about the Great Khali, but I am mad about his actions. After Daivari won the match using a roll-up, the Great Khali came back out of the ring and gave Tommy Dreamer a choke bomb. Well, that's not good. That is one of the fucked up matches I've ever seen. I mean, I've ever told. EMTs came out to help Tommy Dreamer get up, but he ended up getting up on his own and headed backstage. Wow, just like Shawn Michaels in the 2004 Royal Rumble pay-per-view, right? The next match of the night was an intergender tag team match, with Kevin Thorne and Ariel against Mike Knox and Kelly fucking Kelly. Before the match began, Kelly was shown wishing CM Punk, her on-screen crush, luck for the main event. The end of the match came when Mike Knox abandoned Kelly in the ring and Ariel performed a Russian leg sweep, a variation on a takedown. Yeah, right on Kelly before covering her for the win. But wait a minute, Mike Knox abandoned Kelly in the ring? What the fuck? Oh, come on, what the hell is Mike Knox's problem with her? You can't just forfeit the fucking contest like that. I don't understand, why does Mike Knox have to treat her like crap? By leaving her to be punished by Ariel and Kevin Thorne. That's not how you Oh, what the Oh, okay, I'm lost for words at that point. Okay, following the match, Ariel and Thorne attempted to attack Kelly before the Sandman interrupted and hit Thorne repeatedly with the kendo stick. Well, good, that's good fucking karma in this motherfucker! Well, I do not hate Mike Knox, but but I am mad about his actions too. That's just worse than the Great Khali, punishing Tommy Dreamer with a choke bomb. Okay, now here's the main event match that just turned into complete bullshit. A lot more bullshit than Paul Heyman betraying Rob Van Dam over the fucking ECW World Heavyweight Championship by the Big Show pinning RVD in one of the 2006 episodes. The main event was the Extreme Elimination Chamber for the ECW World Championship. After a segment earlier in the event showed an injured Sabu was unable to compete in the match, yeah, it is bullshit indeed. It was decided that Hardcore Holly would take his spot in the match. Before the match began, Paul Heyman announced the rules of the match and explained that each superstar had a weapon with them in each of their pods. Before entering the ring, Paul Heyman had a conversation backstage with the Big Show that was unseen by television viewers, with him revealing that for the first time in his professional career, he was not motivated to give the promo. Well, that's a shame. RVD and Hardcore Holly were the first superstars to begin the match, and one of the other 4 competitors were then released from their pod every 5 minutes afterward. The first person to be released from his pod was CM Punk, who entered the match with a steel chair in hand. Well, can't wait to hear that. Hear the slam! Boom, bitch! Test then followed 5 minutes after him, and with a crowbar. Oh shit. CM Punk was the first eliminated from the match after RVD performed a 5-star frog splash right from the top turnbuckle and covered him for the 3 count. Well, that's a shame. Moments later, Test charge of delivering Big Boot to Hardcore Holly eliminated him. RVD was the 3rd person eliminated after Test delivered a diving elbow drop from the top of a pod and pinned him. Yeah, this main event's starting to suck. Right from CM Punk getting his ass fucked. Okay, when it was Bobby Lashley's turn, his pod would not open and he could not exit because Paul Heyman's security force had bolted the door shut. Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me with that? You can't just treat a wrestler or Bobby Lashley or any of the wrestlers, especially when they're aggressive like that. Bobby Lashley then used the table that was with him to smash through the pod, allowing him to escape. He then delivered a spear to Test to eliminate him. Well, that's good to hear, but is there any more fuck-ups? Alright, the Big Show was the final man to exit his pod and had a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire in tow. Well, so fucking what? The baseball bat wrapped in barbed wires it's a too-late kind of object to be saved from getting its pay-per-view stage a fucking 0 out of 10. Bobby Lashley was able to block the Big Show's swing off the barbed wire bat and with a folding chair, and then threw him into the pod, causing him to bleed. Even though we like to see blood, but that doesn't take the case of having satisfied. That's not that much reimbursing. Bobby Lashley managed to reverse a chokeslam into a TDT and then deliver the spear to win the match and become the new ECW World Champion. Okay, so the reception is the critics have negative reception to the pay-per-view, with only match that received praising being the Hardy Boys vs. Eminem tag team match. Slam Sports rated the pay-per-view 4 out of 10 stars, stating that 2 matches were promoted, say this thing from being a debacle. Fuck. Okay, then 2007 Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards, Worst Major Wrestling Show of the Year, and also PW Insider's Mike Johnson called it one of the worst pay-per-views ever. Okay, I don't understand what the hell's going on. Well, you know what? Yeah, this is one of the worst pay-per-views that ECW ever had. I haven't watched Michael Green's Kid Behind the Camera channel about that, and I didn't know that this pay-per-view would be this shitty until I did finish the whole thing. So yeah. So in conclusion, my fellow peeps, if you're a big-ass ECW fan, please do not fucking buy this pay-per-view on DVD, because this shit is not worth it. Stick to the one-night stand pay-per-views and other ECW compilation DVDs if you're lucky to get one at your local retro DVD stores. Yeah.